In this week's Bleach, Nanao gets help to beat Night Owl.
You're about to have a neat day.
Bleach Chapter 653, The Theater Suicide Scene 7 begins with a flashback to Nanao's mother giving Shunsui's brother a single hairpin. Knowing he has one when he's not around will keep her strong.
And if you say you like it, you're a chump and a liar.
He tells Shunsui about getting the hairpin and his reaction is pretty priceless.
You good looking.
Shunsui tells him it seems he's mellowed out lately, but he's grown calmer because her kindness is showing through him. Shunsui smiles, but do I sense a hint of jealousy?
I hate you! I hate you!
Back to the present where Nanao tries to fend off Night Owl's attack, but is sent flying back.
I really hate that man.
Her hands start to shake as she never realized fighting with a sword would be this frightening.
I suggest you stop whining like a little bitch.
She notices her leg has been cut and she freezes up since she's in a lot of pain and is truly scared of what's happening right now and really wants out of this fight.
I want to go home. I want to go home.
But a hand takes hold of her and the sword. Shunsui is there to help her.
I'd like to show you that all your problems can be solved by my penis.
Meanwhile, Night Owl is still preparing his big attack, but sees Shunsui has finally arrived.
The boy who lived, come to die.
He finds it pathetic that he showed up only to hide behind his subordinate. He will have them listen to God's trumpet and die.
That was my evil laugh.
The two stand in place as Shunsui tells Nanao it's okay. He'll always be right behind her.
That's what he said.
She reflects on how she came to back him up, but in the end, he's the one supporting her. She can feel his compassion flowing through her.
We got this shit on lock.
But Night Owl unleashes the wrath of God's trumpet. But he sees the two survived his attack on a small platform, while he has half of his face missing.
Oof. Faced.
Nanao is proudly holding the holy blade up to defend. Night Owl recalls that it reflects the ability of the god it's facing.
This fucks up my plan. This is fucking bullshit.
Such a defeat is a grave sin indeed. And Night Owl explodes.
Oh, that's just wonderful. And what exactly am I supposed to worship now?
The chapter was fine, I guess. I really have no idea why we had to flash back to the hairpins again. That should have been put in either of the previous two chapters, which were filled with flashbacks. I did like the realistic reaction of Nanao engaging in her first real fight. She's never wielded a sword, and to put it up against a god is incredibly daunting. But luckily, Shunsui gave her a boost to just keep standing still and reflect God's trumpet back at Night Owl. So we got another godlike Sternritter defeated by his own ability. I'm disappointed, but I'm sure some of the fans want to tell me,
Haven't you heard of suspension of disbelief?
so this fight has officially come to a close. And honestly, it was just okay for me. It started off awesome, especially when we got Shunsui's Bankai, but it became fucking ridiculous once X-Man turned into Night Owl and we got the random as hell introduction of a holy sword that can get rid of a god. While the holy sword gave us backstories to two characters that needed it, I still find it coming into play during this fight to be extremely convenient. And like I said, another Sternritter beaten by his own power was very anticlimactic. I knew it would come down to that since that's exactly what the holy sword is supposed to do, but to see Night Owl get beaten by two people holding a sword standing completely still,
I don't believe you.
I can't believe you.
I don't care.
So I'll give this chapter a 6 out of 10. Nanao got the courage to fight from Shunsui, the two were able to finally beat Night Owl, but this defeat seemed anticlimactic to me. For my question of the week, what fight do you think is up next? Ichigo's crew versus Gazen or Urahara's crew versus Thor? Favorite comments always featured in the next review. Here are last week's winners. Alright, that does it for me. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. I'll be back next week with a new Sternritter battle. Peace!